That's so cool. Hello, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, and welcome to... Well, hang on. Welcome to the Nintendo Family Computer, TM. This product is manufactured and sold by Nintendo Super Mario Brothers. But it's not just any Super Mario Brothers. Today, we are playing All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers, where everything is weird. So, if you don't know, this is a special edition of Super Mario Bros. 1 that was produced from the looks of things after the original, or after the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2 came out. So the what we think of as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels here had already come out. That's why all the graphics are weird. Like the bushes have eyes. It's black. Well, I think it's black in the background because it's All Night Nippon. But the ground is kind of that rocky texture rather than the sort of weird texture it was before. And most importantly, we have these weird little heads with sunglasses on that are running around. So I don't know all of the history behind this, but I do know the basic gist is that I believe it's like a television program in Japan called All Night Nippon. For 1 year commissioned, and that's their symbol too. I think it's this little like eyeball looking thing. They commissioned a copy of Super Mario Brothers to be produced that uses like the likenesses of their host. So these little Goomba head guys are one of the hosts, and when he shows up, I will show you the other host. Other than that, it's basically just Super Mario Brothers, but it's just such a weird thing. I should also mention that, as you saw with the little opening sequence, this is a Famicom Disk System game. I recently found a way to get FDS games working, and I decided I would I went through a big list of a bunch of them, and I thought I would play some of the ones that seem more interesting, because I don't know, the FDS is such a cool idea. This I guess again, if you don't know, the FDS was a would you call it a peripheral or a game mode? It was basically a device that you could attach to a Famicom that would allow you to play discs that were recorded on like a floppy disk. Okay, here we go. Look, well, you can't really see it very well. It's like a face. I'll show you the one when we get to the surface because the color palette's weird here. Anyway, so the FDS is like it's like a little machine that you can attach to a Famicom, and allows you to play floppy disks, and well, something akin to a floppy disk. I think it was like a proprietary format, but it looks like a floppy disk. Ed, if you put a picture of an FDS, there you go. That's what they look like. So okay, he's gonna show up. Look, he's so weird. He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Show me your eyebrows. Yeah, 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 yeah. One more time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Die. Yeah. So. The idea behind it, from what I understand, was it was designed as a way to allow people to have easier access to video games in Japan, because what you could do is you could buy the discs, which were rewritable, and then like go to a go to some format of store, maybe a grocery store, I don't know, and you could just sort of you could. It's sort of like those machines that allow you to rent DVDs at the... Was the fireball bouncing on something at the bottom of the screen? What's going on there? That's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, you could go and you could like rent a game, and you just kind of like stuck your disc in the machine, and it would copy the game to the disc, and it was much cheaper than both buying a new game and also probably for the manufacturer manufacturing a new game. And so it was just kind of a neat system that they never brought to America. I don't know why. But so yeah, so All Night Nippon commissioned this version of the game to be released exclusively for the FDS as just sort of a promotion. And it's weird, and it's fun, and I thought I would play it. Because it's one of those things that, again, it was certainly never released in America, so it's not something I had ever seen. Like, even though it clearly looks a great deal like Super Mario Brothers, there are just all these little minor differences which are fascinating to me. Because as you know from my channel, I love to play weird versions of familiar games. And here's Bowser. I'm gonna light him on fire. I'm gonna light him on fire, it's gonna turn into that guy, and we're done. I haven't even mentioned the mushroom platforms or this, like, eyeball looking thing. This is their logo, so we're gonna there we go. And now we have saved a little elf person. It's like a little gnome. Hello, little gnome. Where did you come from? I assume that is also another host. It looks like it's got big puffy 80s hair. It's very, very, very strange. So, oh, they're like microphones. Little microphones. Because I think, again, I think it's a radio show. They got little microphones. And look at these weird trees that kind of just look like things on top of things. It's just weird. I don't want to play it. And, I mean, for the most part, it is, again, just Super Mario Brothers. Like, the game, the layouts of the stages and stuff are pretty much the same. It's mostly just the appearance and the sprite work that's different. Hello. How are you? I'm kind of wondering why they didn't change the Koopas. I'm guessing maybe they didn't have enough radio hosts to accommodate that many extra characters, but, also, I have not played all the way through the things, so I'm not sure if there are any other hidden things, but maybe there are. I'm not going to play through all of it right now. This is going to be a one-off. But I just wanted to kind of play through it and dance. That's important. You have to do that. Yeah, I want to play through it and just kind of show people because, you know, it's something I've never seen and maybe it's something you've never seen. So there we go. Oh, on the subject of Super Mario Brothers, though, you know, it's sort of funny. I feel like everybody has a... Oh, I missed one coin! Dang it! Dang it! I feel like everybody has fond memories of... Well, everybody who likes playing video games has fond memories of the first game that they played, and oftentimes has, like, maybe, like, an embarrassing story about the first... Oh, so, see here? There's supposed to be a springboard right here. It ain't there. So you gotta do this. Yeah, maybe like embarrassing stories about the first game you ever played. For me, that's actually from this game. So the first time I ever played Super Mario Brothers was, how old was I? I was probably like 3 or 4. I was very young, and we had, me and my sisters had gone to, well, me and my sisters, and also our parents had gone to visit, our cousins, who lived a couple of states over from where I did growing up, and they were all older than me, so I was the youngest. I was the baby, and they had Super Mario Brothers, and everyone was, you know, crowding around and playing it because it was amazing. And at one point they were like, "Well, do you want to turn?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll try it," but I didn't know what I was doing. So I remember I was playing as Luigi, and after I finally figured out how to get past the first Goomba, after panicking and maybe crying a little bit, eventually I died on the second Goomba, because I just didn't know what I was doing. It's like in the original Mario 1 demo where Mario randomly dies against a Goomba that he kind of like awkwardly moves towards. Also, that was another change. The block that's normally on top of the pipe was connected. It's interesting, I guess, if you like that kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, there's that demo at the beginning of Mario 1 where, like, Mario awkwardly dies to a Goomba. It's very strange. I always wondered how that happened, but anyway. Yeah, so I didn't know what I was doing. Died immediately. It's very unfortunate for me, but it was a strong memory, and it's something I have retained ever since then. Let's see, can I do this level in a full run? Let's see, can I go? This is gonna be the hard part. Yay, I did it! Okay. Oh, dang it! Dang it! Oh, I was doing so well. Oh well, whatever. Nippon. Yeah, it was a very fond memory. It was funny at the time. It's funny now. But yeah, I don't know, like, ever since then, I've really enjoyed Super Mario Brothers 1, and so for the most... Oh yeah, that's right, this is World 2, so it's not the long arm. For the most part, as I'm sure you have probably gathered from this channel, if you have watched enough of my videos, I really like the Super Nintendo. that was my jam, and there weren't too many games that, like, if a game was remade on the Super Nintendo, I probably liked it more there. Case in point being the Super Mario All-Stars. For the most part, I prefer the Super Mario coins? What? Coins. They're coins here. For the most part, I prefer. Those things always reminded me of corn dogs for some reason. Like a corn dog flying stick first, backwards. Very strange. For the most part, I prefer the Mario All-Stars versions. I actually like... That was weird. That was a very strange thing. Maybe there are more custom sprites to this than I realized. That thing was weird. I was not expecting that. I thought... that block there. I was expecting it to be just the weird gnome person again. How very strange. Anyway, yeah, for the most part I prefer the All-Stars version. I actually prefer this version of Mario 1. And that's not any knock against the All-Stars version, it's fine. It's just that, like, when I think of this game, I really do think of these sprites. Like, you take the Mario All-Stars version of, oh, it's like a Star of David? Magen David. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. I'm not Jewish. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I just have such a strong attachment to the way this looks, and with Mario 2 and Mario 3 for I cannot do this, but I will try. Nope, I didn't do it. I said I couldn't, and I couldn't. I convinced myself it was manifest destiny. Right, that was me manifesting my own destiny. Yeah, with Mario 2 and Mario 3 for All-Stars, they did a pretty good job of matching up the appearance to the original source material, and so it doesn't really feel off that much. So when I see the 16-bit version of the game, I'm just sort of like, oh, well, this is just a better quality version of the game. I'll just play this one. And plus, it just sort of in general, as great as Mario 3 is, and it is great, it's a wonderful game, I always kind of felt like it looked really washed out. Like, the graphics were very, pale, I would say. And with the All-Stars version, that wasn't the problem. In fact, both Mario and Luigi had very swarthy tans in that game. So, I don't know, I just like that one better. But with this, the Mario All-Stars version looks very different because they basically had to remake the sprite from scratch, and I don't like it as much. No other way about it. So, yeah, I really am very attached to the look and feel of the first Mario Brothers, which is part of why this is so strange, because not only, like, not even taking into account the sprite differences, just the sort of, like, tile set difference is so bizarre to me. To see all these things like these, what are these? What, I never knew. I always called these trees, like these things I'm standing on. I don't think they're supposed to be trees. I think they're supposed to be, like, grass-topped hillocks, maybe? I'm not sure. But, yeah, the fact that they look different, the ground looks different, it's all so weird. It's also always nighttime because all night Nippon. Also, I'm probably going to end after Castle 3 here, because I've been going longer than I meant to. Oh, that's funny. I just love the differences. I don't know. It's such a surreal experience playing this game, so I hope... Man, they made that a lot easier. Made this a lot easier, too. Huh. Even though I missed the coins. Yeah, it's cool. I hope y'all have enjoyed it, because I think it's a lot of fun. I think, like, I would like to play more FDS games, the downside being, of course, that they are in Japanese, so I cannot read anything that involves a lot of text. So, who will we save this time? It is this frog-like person. I am the MoeChicken. This is All Night Nippon. Thanks for stopping by.